Good morning, beta. Athar Singh,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you?
Ma'am, I'm fine.
Very nice. So, ready to read today? Yes. Open your camera.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Good morning. Yes, Athar Singh. Ready to read today? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. Very good. Just the two of you. Okay. Till where did we read yesterday? Let me know.
वैसे रोक लो इसको कैसे
Ma'am, painting and sculpture. Ma'am, painting and
Skull.
sculpture.
Okay. Speak after me. Skull. Sculptures.
Sculptures.
Very nice. Now say it again. The whole thing.
Sculptures.
Very nice. Painting and sculptures.
Paintings and sculptures.
Very good.
Ma'am, today we are artifacts.
Today we have to start reading from artifacts. Okay.
आर्टिफैक्ट कहाँ है
Artifacts. So let me just open. Everybody get ready with your SST books. Artifacts. All right. What is the page number, Manas?
Ma'am, page number is 10.
10. Okay. Everybody open up page number 10. All of you know where we have to read from? Yuvraj, Anmol, Rishabh, all of you please open your camera. Everybody open your cameras. Very nice, very good. And we are waiting for Yuvraj to open the camera. Yuvraj Singh to Rishabh. And who else is there in the class? Let me mark your attendance. Anmol. Anmol, I have already marked. Yajat. Singh. Okay, now children, what is artifact? Have you heard this word before? Artifacts? Who knows what artifact is?
Things of historical importance.
Yes, something that holds historical importance, something that holds importance in history. Any object of historical importance is called an artifact. So these artifacts are also what?
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. These artifacts are also one of the archaeological sources of history. Through these artifacts also we come to know what about our history. And under which category do artifacts fall? They fall under literary sources or archaeological sources? Tell me, which source of history is it?
Archaeological.
Archaeological. Very nice. Because it is not in the written form. If it would be in the written form, it would come under literary sources. Correct? Yes. Now who will read? Who wants to read first? Tell me. Very good. Manas. Yes. Go on.
Artifacts including ornaments, tools, poetry, or other objects made by human
Beta, it's
beings
not. Listen,
are
बच्चे. It's not poetry. It's pottery. जो pots वगैरह बनते थे सुंदर सुंदर of different shapes. Pottery is that. Poetry is what? Poetry will come under literary sources. It is not poetry. Clear?
okay, ma'am.
Yes. Now
Of
read.
information about the period to which they belong.
Artifacts including ornaments. All of you know what ornaments is? What is ornament? Tell me in Hindi. What are ornaments?
गहने.
Yes. Everybody understands the meaning of gehne? Jewelry. It is kind of jewelry, ornaments the people used to wear. So these artifacts come, these ornaments come in artifacts. Then including ornaments, tools. Now tools were used for different purposes, right? We all made tools the other day in our copies. Did we do that? Yes or no? I didn't make you do the drawing of tools in your copy. Tools used by ancient people.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we did, no? So we know what ornaments are, what tools are, what pottery is. So these all things come under artifacts. Then,
And which chapter is this?
beta, the first chapter, understanding history.
Ma'am, what is page?
Page number 10. Children, is it page number 10? Yes?
Ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then these objects made by human beings are an important source of information about the time period to which they belong. So these all things tell us about the time to which they belong. They are important things. Now next, after artifacts. After artifacts we have, Vikas will read now.
Ma'am, fossils.
Yes, fossils.
The remains of plants and animals unusually found in rocks are also another source of history. Archaeologists use shovels and other tools to excavate. Ma'am, what is this?
To excavate
Excavate
fossils.
to excavate fossils.
Okay. Now listen, what are fossils? When humans and animals died in the past, so what happened? Their bodies used to lie there, and then finally or eventually what happened? The bones were left. Only the skeleton of the animals and these humans was left. So this got buried under the ground due to wind and all, right? This got buried under the ground. So these fossils, these are called fossils, the remains of plants and animals and humans. So fossils are also another source of history. Why? Because historians, archaeologists used to study them to know them how old it is, how many years old the fossil is. Clear? And what they used to do, archaeologists used different types of tools and shovels to excavate. What is excavate? Everybody look down at the meaning of excavate. What is the meaning of excavate? Tell me. The process of
Digging.
of digging out buried remains from the past.
buried. What is it? The process of digging out buried remains from the past. What is buried? Anybody knows the meaning of buried? Yes, Athar?
मिट्टी में दबा हुआ.
Very nice. Very good. Something that is under the ground. And what do? We use tools we dig out to take something out. That is called something that is buried, and archaeologists used to take it out. So these were the sources of These were the archaeological sources. Now let's move on to the literary sources. Let's see what these literary sources are. Who will read now? Who wants to read?
Ma'am, I want to read.
Okay, Rishabh, open your camera.
Literary sources are the written records amount from. Ma'am, after amounts, what is this?
Literary sources are the written records, accounts, fiction and non-fiction writings.
Found by historians before the ma'am, after before
Before the invention of paper,
before the invention of paper, humans wrote on
what happened? Humans
of the
wrote on palm leaf or bark of birch trees, which were called manuscripts.
manuscript
Yes, then
of the past tell us about the lives of the
lives of
lives live people and their kings. They ma'am,
their laws and religious beliefs and practices. So whatever was written, these used to be fiction and non-fiction writings. They were found by the historians. Then before the invention of paper, when there was no paper, where did those people used to write? They used to write on palm leaves or on the birch or on this thing, on the bark of birch trees. They used to write on that. And these important records. Now, what did we come to know through these records? We came to know about the lives of the people, about the kings, and about the rules they used to follow in their times. We got to know so much from these written records. Then next, who will read? Karthik Kumar Arun.
Ma'am, we are reading from book.
Yes, beta, we are reading from the book. You have the book?
No, ma'am. That's
Okay,
why
so
I'm asking.
beta, open that PDF now. Even I am reading, I am seeing the PDF.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Karthik? Beta, unmute yourself.
मैम मैम मेरे पास बुक नहीं है.
Okay, I don't have the book. पहले बोलो.
मैम I don't have a book.
Have the book. Fine. Who will read now? Okay, Athar Singh will read now. Athar, ready?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. You will start reading or shall I start? Start, beta, start.
These important records of the past tell us about the lives of the people and their king, their laws and religious beliefs and practices.
Religious beliefs and practices. Then next line, literature.
Literature of the past were of two kinds, religious and non-religious. Religious literary sources containing stories about gods and goddesses and prayer songs. Some religious sources are the Vedas, the Puranas, and the great epics Ramayana and Mahabharata.
Very nice. Very good, beta. Now, literature of the past. Whatever written records were found in the past, they were of two types. One, religious, and the other, non-religious. So, the religious records were about gods and goddesses of that time. Fine. What were those about? What were religious records about?
God and goddess.
Yes, about the gods and goddesses. Some religious sources. Now, tell me, give me two examples of religious sources. We wrote in the copy yesterday.
Which page?
We wrote in the copy yesterday. Did we write anything in the copy, beta? About the two sources of history, archaeological source and the religious, oh, sorry, literary source. Okay, in our notebook, what is the last thing that we have done?
And two sources of history.
Two sources of history, no? We've done that archaeological source and literary source. And we have written
ma'am.
Vedas, Purans, Upanishads, everything under it.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the two examples of literary source of history? Tell me. Any two examples?
Ramayana and Mahabharata.
Yes, these come under epics. Apart from these, both of them come under epic. So they are great epics. Give me one more example. This was one example, beta.
Ma'am, Mahabharata.
बेटा महाभारत रामायण तो उसने बोल दिया. What are Mahabharata and Ramayana? They are great epics. Okay, epics is one thing that has been included in the literary source. Another source is Vedas, Purans, Upanishads. These are what? These are all different examples of literary sources. So when I ask you any two examples, you will not say Ramayana and Mahabharata. You will say Vedas, Upanishads, Purans, epics, and in epics you will put a dash and then you can name Ramayana and Mahabharata. Clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
in PDF, which page we have to read?
बेटा PDF में तो पेज नंबर क्लियर ही नहीं है. But we are reading on literary sources. The last page of the chapter. Now see the last one. Okay, fifth one. The fifth page of the PDF. Yes.
Ma'am, there is network problem. There is going and class. So the class.
You cannot
Ma'am,
hear me
which line?
properly. Children, can you hear me properly?
Ma'am, there is network problem.
Yes, ma'am.
So my voice
Yes,
is
ma'am.
breaking.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, there is network problem. There is going and coming class.
Okay, so the problem is the network problem is from my side or from your side? From your side.
Ma'am,
No, beta.
yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, to all other children, my voice is coming properly, or is it breaking? in
Yes,
between?
ma'am.
It's proper.
Yes, ma'am.
Manas, beta, Manas, there is some
Yes, ma'am.
internet issue at your end, no? So now let's move on to the next thing. What is the next thing? The non-religious text. Who will read? Shirsh, have you found where we are?
Ma'am, on which line?
You found literary sources, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Now leave the first paragraph. Then leave the second paragraph. The third paragraph, the non-religious text.
Ma'am, there is written the non-religious text.
Yes.
Text is talk about the society,
Yes.
culture, people, and rulers of the time.
Hmm.
This could be an autobiography by the rulers himself or a biography written by other people on the life story of a ruler. The Arthashastra is an example of non-religious literature.
Yes. So now, when the religious text talks about gods and goddesses, the non-religious text tells us about what? What does it tell us about? The non-religious text tells us about the life stories of different kings, different people of that time, about the culture, about how the society used to be. So, in non-religious text, we come to know all about the rulers of that time. Now, children, see, have you heard this word before, autobiography? How many of you have heard it before? Autobiography. What is an autobiography? Let's see. An autobiography is a book that is written by a ruler himself. If suppose I want to write a book on myself, on my life story, that book will be called autobiography, a self-written book. Fine. And if suppose I write a book for somebody else's life, that we will call a biography. Is that clear? Is
Yes,
it clear to
ma'am.
all? What is an autobiography? A self-written book.
Self-written
Book. A book written on oneself. And biography is written on somebody else's life. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So, in the non-religious text, we have biography, we have autobiography. Then, the Arthashastra is an example of non-religious literature. Arthashastra. Accounts by foreigners such as Hume Sang, Fa Hien, and Megasthenes left very interesting descriptions of their experiences in India. These accounts tell us not only about the rulers but also about the lifestyle of the common people. Now, these foreigners had visited India, and when they visited India, they wrote everything in that about their experience in the books, in some this thing, in a written form. They had described everything very well about their experiences. So this tells us about the lifestyle of the people, how they used to live. Which foreigners visited India? What is the name? Megasthenes. Everybody speak. Megasthenes, Hyun Sang, and Fa Hien. Fa Hien.
and
So now till here we read what we come to know about both the sources. We have studied about both the sources in detail. What archaeological source is and what a literary source is. Then the last topic is preserving sources of history. Who will read it? Arush Chaudhary will read now. Preserving sources of history. Beta, unmute yourself.
It is very important to take care of historical mountains and replace by looking after them and not dumbing or spoiling them.
Artifacts.
Artifact of historian importance
Historical
are
importance are.
historical importance are
Yes. Preserved
pres-
in
present in
museums
museums and are very
well protected.
well protected.
Okay, Arush, beta, once again read this paragraph.
It is very important to take care of
Care of.
historical mountains and the movements and
Monuments.
looking after them and not
Damaging and spoiling them.
damaging or spoiling them.
Artifacts.
Artifacts of historical importance are present now.
Preserved.
Preserved in
Museums
museum
and are well protected. Clear?
well
Okay, then the last paragraph. Who will read?
Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
Now is it coming? Okay, Shirsh, read the last paragraph. Shirsh, read the last para.
Took the past. They both work hand in hand to help us learn about the past. Archaeologists excavate sites by digging for buried remains, and historians ex- ex- examine examine these remains and write books about what they have learned.
They have learned. Okay. Historians and archaeologists work very hard to find about the past. They both work hand in hand to help us learn about the past. Archaeologists excavate sites by digging for buried remains, and historians examine these remains and write books about what they have learned. So here just underline this paragraph because this is very important. It is telling us the difference between an archaeologist and a historian. Underline this paragraph.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I don't have book.
Okay, beta.
So
When
what?
you'll have, you will underline it. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, in this last paragraph, we come to know that, see, we've got so many sources. So it is very important to preserve and to protect the historical things, all the historical sources, whether it is monuments or it is remains, and we should not spoil them. That is how we will come to know, or we have come to know about our past. Yes, Manas, what do you want to say?
Then we have to write this paragraph.
The last one, historians and archaeologists. Yes, the whole paragraph. What is the similarity between them? They both work very hard to help us know about our past. And what is the difference? One excavates sites by digging, and historians examine these remains. So in this paragraph, we come to know about the similarity between the both and the difference between the both of them. Now children, do one thing. Those who've got the book, please send the exercise, make a PDF and send the PDF of the remaining this thing. After this, preserving sources of history on the next page till the end of the chapter. Hurry up. Who will send the PDF? Who will do it? Nobody.
Can I say
Yes, beta, send. इस पेज के बाद ना after preserving sources of history, whatever the exercises are given, question answers till the end, send everything, because even I am not having the book till now. Mute yourself, Yajat. Mute yourself. And one thing more, children, all those who've got the book, just try to solve the exercises given at the back. Till the time he's sending it on the class group, just try to do it yourself, and then we will solve it all together.
ma'am, I have post. Ma'am, I post.
Very nice. Very good, beta. You've posted. I was actually muted and I didn't realize. Now, all of you, what you'll do in the remaining time, just try to solve these exercises. Okay, Shirsh? You don't have the book, and all others who don't have the book, just try to do it. Write down only the answers in a rough page. Clear? In the next class, we are going to discuss all these exercises and do the question answers. Huh. Can you listen to me? Students, can you listen to me?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to do it, beta? Are you trying to do? Children, can you hear me?